And we are live again, WrestlePurists Podcast 126, hosted by myself, Big AO, Ibu of WrestlePurists, better known to me, you guys, as Backup Hangman, Rob, and I think a few more people are going to be swinging by as well. So, yeah, man, Sunday show, hanging out as we always do. We're probably going to talk mostly about the week that has just been. We got Forbidden Door happening in like in about an hour, just over an hour. So, we'll do a little bit of a preview predictions kind of thing with that. But yeah, man, we're just going to kind of talk about the week. Uh, and yeah, see what you guys want us to talk about in the live chat. So send the super chats in. Of course, like I said, first things first, please like, subscribe, send those super chats in with any questions, any takes, any topics, any predictions, anything like that you want us to talk about. Turn on the post notifications. Hope everyone's had a good week. Fellow co-host Rob, what's going on, brother?
Very, very excited for tonight's Forbidden Door. Obviously ready to get into that show. Talk about some other things that happened throughout the week too, like Paul Heyman just being a real nigga the other day, just being a real, just down since day one. You know what I'm saying? He's that guy. So but with tonight, I'm ready to talk about Swerve Ospreay. Obviously, the mystical match where not doing placement discourse, but the mystical match and other stuff like that. So I'm excited for the show.
Yeah, it's you know what? There's been a couple crazy weeks lately, but this week's been pretty normal. But now we're going into a pay-per-view, so when I say normal, I mean as in like it hasn't been quiet. Like there has been news things, there's been a couple significant things that have happened, but it hasn't been like insane or anything. But we'll get into it anyway. Ibu, what's going on with you?
It's been an interesting couple of days for me, but from a pro wrestling standpoint, I'm excited for tonight. It's one of those weird things with AEW shows. Where I find myself is whether I'm like super excited going in for like weeks out or not, like whether I am or not. What happens lately is the day of I get really excited for the show, and
lock in.
Yeah, I just lock in. And part of it is like, well, obviously, like we know that the track record is strong, right? But part of it also is just that I've noticed like when my Sundays are empty and there's no wrestling, I'm kind of like bored at night. Like I'm just kind of like when it's like 9 o'clock and there's nothing like to watch live. It's like all right, like
gotta get that WCW on.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, what do I do now? And so it's one of those funny things where it's like some people are like, oh man, 14 matches, and like that is like a fucking lot of matches, right? But for me, I'm like, all right, I'm rubbing my hands together, getting my food on the table. I'm like, let's go, let's get through it. So I'm looking forward to Forbidden Door. I'm looking forward to effusively praising the build for one specific match, and you guys can probably figure out which one it is. But I'm going to break down why it's been so good to me, and so I'm looking forward to talking. I'm looking forward to talking about that. Because it's moved me, Monty. It's moved me.
It's connected.
Two young guns driven to make people care. That's what I want. It's nice when young wrestlers just kind of show out and like show off who they are. But when they set out to make you care and sell some fucking pay-per-views, you can't not love it. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about wrestling for the next.
So you're talking about the MJF Cesaro build where he's just been doing that shilling gimmick and like been downplaying the match as much as humanly possible and like just telling you how much he doesn't give a fuck about this, right?
Yeah. Well, we gotta get into that first. But go ahead, I'll let you do your introduction.
I don't really have a lot of shit to get off, y'all. Been a long week, been a long year, really, but it's Forbidden Door Day. One of the most wonderful days in the pro wrestling year. I'm excited for Swerve's first main event title defense. It should be a match of the year contender in my opinion. This build has been great, as you alluded to. We're gonna get into that. Like they've gone above and beyond really what I thought they were gonna do for this build. I'm really proud of what they've done as television characters, because everybody knows what the caliber of belt wrestlers they are, but as characters, they've really like set out to sell this pay-per-view. And I hope it's going to reflect in the match 100%. Hopefully, it reflects in the buys. I'm excited to get into
it. Yeah, man. Let's just start with that, man. Let's just talk about Swerve and Ospreay. As I also said, Swerve's first pay-per-view main event as world champion, and this is kind of the ideal situation. Going up against someone who they can really, have a strong contender of match of the night, match of the year, potentially, someone who he can really show out with in Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay, of course, proves time and time again that he's going to rise to the occasion because that's kind of what he's just what he does when it comes to like the in-ring sort of thing. I know it's not for everybody, but the AEW audience, they eat it up, man. And one thing you can't say is that those crowds absolutely love those matches, especially those closing stretches. But yeah, Ibu, I want you to get into it, man. You said you want to get into it. You want to talk about why you've loved this build so much because it has been a good build. They've kept it intriguing. They've tried different things with it, and they've kept it. When I say different things, I don't mean they've got overly creative with it or anything. Like they've kept it pretty simple in terms of it's two young guns who want the top spot. So, yeah, man, maybe we'll get into it.
Yeah, it's just here's the thing. We know how great both Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay are, right? But they have, to my knowledge, so this is Swerve's first pay-per-view main event title defense, and Ospreay has not main evented any AEW pay-per-view to this point, and so it's like it's one of those things where you're going into the unknown there. You know, they're not safe bets to sell a pay-per-view, like in theory, but they have gone above and beyond to really make this matter and make this count and make you care. They easily could have rested on their laurels and been like, "Look, the graphic is right there. Get into it. It's Ospreay and it's Swerve." Get hyped. That's what it is. How could you not be hyped? It's good wrestling. But no, they didn't take that approach. Ao could attest to this because I voiced this privately. I was very preemptively frustrated at the prospect of a feud between these two that was very mutually congratulatory and friendly and glad handing and shit like that. I thought these guys were gonna have a fucking
You were
friendly...
dicking.
I thought they were gonna dick
you
ride each other.
dictating.
I thought they were going to dick ride each other. And I was like getting preemptively really mad about it because they're posting pictures of each other in photo shoots and stuff. I was like, this fucking stinks. What is this shit? You should want to kill. Like, I was like, yo, Swerve should hate the existence of Will Ospreay because he threatens his spot. You're the top guy. You bust your ass all throughout 2023 to make it to this fucking point in this goddamn company. This new guy comes in. He's a shiny new toy everybody likes. And he's very much gunning for your spot. And you're sucking his dick on Twitter. What is wrong with you? You know, but that's not what they did. Because immediately on TV, Swerve basically told him, like, you don't know what it's like to be at this spot. Nigga, look at my eyes, brother. I have no friends. My life is this championship. Are you ready to live like that? And the ensuing weeks has been both men trying to prove to the other that they're willing to go deeper and darker to be the man. And that's what I want. I want hunger. I want 1996 Steve Austin. The most important thing right now in AEW is the World Championship, and it's finally being treated as such. And as we can all point out, there's been times in the past where that has not been the case, or they did not treat the belt like it's the most important thing that mattered. And there's just a lot of ha-ha and irony. There's no ha-ha and no irony right now in this program. And it stands out because there is a lot of comedy on AEW television. There's a lot of jokes and memes and online humor, but this has none of that. There's nowhere to be found. These are two young guys who legitimately believe they're better than the other one, who legitimately believe they're the right person to lead AEW into the future, into this new dynasty era. And so it all comes to a head perfectly at this point, after we've labeled this the dynasty era, that they're going to go face-to-face on pay-per-view, and we're going to see who's better. And it's bold, it's daring. They've been driven to just sell the pay-per-view. In theory, it's unpredictable. Not as much now because we've kind of been seeing little hints of where this is going for Wembley. But in general, it's fairly unpredictable. And I'm locked in on this. I think the match is going to be great. But just in terms of their approach to building it, I'm really proud of both guys.
I think it's cool to to have the faith in them to do a main event pay-per-view, you know, because in the sense of like main event in a pay-per-view, like I think if you're an AEW faithful, everyone can kind of agree that they're kind of like, you know, the next up big stars of the company, you know, but they're not exactly like established names just yet. Like they're both kind of they're emerging as top guys now, you know. Swerve first title run, of course, off the back of his first like real hot main event run with the feud with Hangman Adam Page and kind of sprawling off into this world title run that he's having now. Ospreay, of course, he's new to kind of like the TV audience on a regular basis, and he's getting over great for the live crowds, and he's showing out in every performance that he can. And but yeah, it's just I just think it's a good show of face from AEW to throw them in this position of just being like, okay, these are our guys, these are going to be our top guys going forward, and we can, we don't need to put like a John Moxley or Bryan Danielson or even an MJF to kind of like carry the main event of a pay-per-view, So I think it's a nice show of faith. But yeah, these two are kind of
to put over their commitment, Monty. They weren't originally going to do that weigh-in segment on Collision. But they just felt they believed in this build, they believed in this program, and they're like, yo, let's do some more shit. They could have easily, because this has happened in AEW before. People would be like, all right, well, I don't got to do Collision. I did my Dynamite. The show was, the next day. Who cares? But they both were like, yo, let's do something else. Let's do another great angle to stack this, to really drive the point home.
We've seen what the arguable top guy in the industry, well, it's not really arguable. When you look at the wrestling industry, you see who the top guy is. It's Cody Reynolds right now. We've seen what happened when you let him draw up a little weigh-in segment. We've seen the disasters that it's caused there. We didn't get that Saturday night, nigga.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome.
We got two young, hungry studs, nigga.
Yeah.
Two young, hungry studs ready to lead the company into the future, bro. Telling you, yo, I'm ready to kill or be killed. My good friend of over 10 years to be the top guy here, bro. There's not going to be any kangaroo kicks. There's not going to be any uptown funk. No double clothesline. No brochachos. No.
Ayo, talk to these people. Talk to these people, Ayo, that wanted them to recreate the Uptown Funk double dance sequence that they did on the Indies 7 years ago.
A lot of it was engagement farming, but y'all was giving them the engagement, right? So I'm gonna yell at y'all anyway. What is wrong with wrestling fans? Where y'all are just like irony pilled and y'all want everything to be a joke and y'all think it's not funny, bro. Go watch a comedy movie. There's very little wrestling that's genuinely funny, even in a wrestling sense. And even if you're like, okay, it's wrestling, I'm gonna look at this in wrestling goggles, he or ha at this in the sense of wrestling. Outside of wrestling, it's not funny. Like, give that wrestling leeway, bro. Because like, obviously, these guys aren't winning Tonys or Oscars or anything like that anytime soon, right? But it's professional wrestling, right? So you let it be camp or whatever. But like, y'all just lie to yourselves about what y'all think are funny, bro. I remember when Max and MJF were on that shit, on that boat, and then out of nowhere, Captain Insano's in the water with floaties on. It's not funny, bro. It's not funny, and y'all thought it was hilarious. What is funny about that?
Yeah.
The thing is also.
I just think here that AO hates fun,
Fun, bro.
Because I agree.
This is what the streets are saying. Like, people, if you don't love your Joe Hendrys, if you don't love your Captain Insanos, if you don't love your I don't know, bro. Who else is that?
Or whoever the fuck.
Bro, the thing is, the worst part about it was like WrestleMania weekend used to be like sequences and clips and fun finishes, and now 90% of Mania weekend is just people trying to get over.
It's all comedy, trying to get like a viral comedy clip on Twitter.
Joey Janela separated his spring break battle royal from spring break just to do 2 hours worth of bits in Aurora.
2 hours of bits, bro. And we sat there and we watched it. It was so bad.
Sexy Eddie running around the wrestling ring naked to dead silence.
It's just hack nonsense. And listen, I'm not opposed to laughing while watching wrestling, but when I tune on wrestling, I'm not seeking to laugh. If I exclusively want to laugh, I will watch a comedy movie or comedy special, Exactly. And the other problem with wrestling is across the board in this meme era, when something organically is really funny the first time, right? It's like, oh, that's funny. They feel like, okay, this is the thing this person does now every week.
And we're putting it on a t-shirt and we're putting it in their theme song.
Yeah.
And like, this is what they do. They're actually this guy now.
Like the way wrestling promotions don't know like when it's the right time to like really go with something like a catchphrase or something like that, or when to just let it be a one-off.
I'm gonna
both
officially
companies,
dub
bro.
this.
It's not just AEW. It's both.
No, I'm gonna officially dub this the Uzi effect because Sami Zayn was in the ring.
For a while, bro.
No, 100%. But Sami Zayn, the most modern example, Sami Zayn's in the ring with the Bloodline. He says Uzi completely unscripted, and Jey Uso starts to chuckle, and Roman Reigns is like corpsing on TV and cracking up. And that became a thing he just said every week, and the crowd is waiting for it. You know, Shibata did the translator bit, and now it's like he just has to do the translation thing all the time. And that hasn't, like, annoyed me.
No, the Shibata translation stuff is still good.
It's all right.
Okada, I'm not going to officially call Okada.
No. The Shibata shit kills me, I swear.
Go ahead.
The thing with Shibata is, like, he just doesn't speak any English at all, right? So, like, this is how he's low-key going to have to get his point across on AEW TV. Like, if he's going to do, like, a big singles feud, which who knows if Shibata even has that left in him right now at this point of his career. But if he's going to do that, no, I don't want him running around with it, like, the phone and the translator and, like, trying to pop people and stuff. Like, just cut it and patch a promo in Japanese. But for, like, the trio stuff he's doing right now, I think the translator stuff is fine. Yeah, the Okada, like, bitch stuff, like, is it teetering on that? Yes. Is it there yet? I don't think so. It's not like
say, we're like 3 weeks away from it being like, all right, bro.
Bro, the third time I saw Action Andretti chug a bottle of water, bro, I almost took my life live on
the Andretti bit.
Do you remember when he did the run-in and he paused everybody in the run-in?
Yeah, and you want to know what the thing is as well? Like, you want to know what a good example is? Like I said, you know, like wrestling companies have a hard time, like I said, figuring out which are the ones to really go with and the ones to kind of just let
it be a one time thing.
Yeah. Like, for example, like AEW made the right choice going with the whole like scissor me daddy ass thing,
right?
You know,
right.
Scissor me thing, because that got over huge, and that kind of even without them fully pushing it, it would have been a natural thing anyway, you know. So yeah, it's just kind of knowing when and knowing what are the things to kind of go with when it comes to kind of like, I don't know, comedic or ironic or catchphrasey kind of sticky things, you know.
You know where this also comes from, bro? Because here's the bottom line. If you know, it's a lot of undercard people that do these things. And it's because when you're not a main event wrestler, you're like, I need my thing to be over and make money.
Yeah, I need to get over. Like, that's because, like, Action Andretti, right? Like, clearly he's, like, not a talker or anything like that. It's just like how he's gonna engage the audience is like with his flips and stuff for the most part. But like after we've seen the Arabian moonsault to the outside, we've seen your running shooter. Like, what else can you do, right? And he finally did something else that like got over it. And he was just like, all right, so I'm gonna keep doing this until the well runs dry.
Yeah.
You don't think like chugging a bottle of water the way he was doing every week don't look crazy to you, bro?
He got a month out of it. But
he got
bro, but like even with WWE, bro, with the shoe shit, the yeet shit, like all that shit. I can't do it. The Uzi shit, like y'all said, bro. I can't do any of that.
All right, so introductions. Jana has joined us. We now have a lady in the room, so Ibu needs to chill out.
What?
But yeah, Jana, we're talking about comedy and wrestling and how like 90% of it is usually kind of just like terrible, you know. But you know, we're trying to have fun with it. I don't know where we were talking about Action Andretti for some reason.
This stemmed out of me basically saying that I love and appreciate the Swerve Ospreay build.
Yeah,
because they're just taking it seriously and treating the World Championship that's something worth dying for. And at no point in this build are they trying to make you laugh.
Yeah,
they're not getting cute with it. So I don't know, Jana, what do you think about the Ospreay Swerve matchup in general?
Listen, I was scared that they were doing it so fast. I was scared that they were like, I was like, oh, I thought this was going to be something we have more time until, but I like it. I don't know, like they're getting personal. They're both getting, they're getting their ones in. They're getting to do their little finishers and whatever on each other. So I think it's fun. And I like that Swerve keeps making it personal, whereas Ospreay's trying to like be above it. So I feel like tonight won't be like the end of it. I feel like we'll still be able to have more of them.
Do you guys think he's gonna? Do you think Will's gonna break the Tiger Driver out tonight, or do you think he's gonna do this thing where he's like, "Oh, I can't do it."
I really don't need any more out of him.
I think he might.
I was gonna say. Wait, what's up, Jonathan?
I cannot understand anything Jonathan is saying.
That might be. Jonna, say something.
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you. All right.
I was saying, I think he might hesitate. I think it's been a thing of like he keeps hesitating, and it might cost him, and then he might be able to like just go full blown heel almost, which I hope he does.
Hey yo, I can live with Tiger Driver morality drama. What I prefer, we do not get like really bloodline centric, like Don runs out and he decides whether he wants to interfere or not, and like he's trying to debate it with himself, and Oscar's mad at Don, and like that type of stuff. Hopefully they just kind of leave that shit alone, to be honest.
But that'll be like after the match or whatever if they're going to do this.
Yeah, do your angle stuff after, if possible.
Or even save it till Wednesday, or just like do a little like stare and just like, oh, we know where this is headed, but like don't make that like part of the match. In my opinion, Swerve took it to the point where Oscar should just hit it on. Like Swerve keeps bringing up his wife. He's brought up his kid on multiple occasions each time. Just hit him with the fucking Tiger Driver, bro.
Yo, it'd be hard if he hit it. He hits it and Swerve just kicks out like, yeah, fuck, nigga.
No. You know what fucking blows me about this whole thing too? He sets it up the exact same way as the Stormbreaker, which is like, and the Stormbreaker like kills people. So like, why is there any morality play when you have them in the position? Or if you're just like, yo, I'm not gonna use it. You have the Stormbreaker set up. Just hit him with the Stormbreaker.
Now, I got a funny one for you. So his whole thing is like, I don't want to do it. I almost killed Danielson, right? That nigga was back in 2 weeks.
Like, no, you didn't. You didn't almost
he
kill
was back in 2 weeks chilling. Like, he didn't fucking send him to the morgue.
It is.
Trust, they didn't even sell it for too long or anything. It's not like he actually, like Dave Bryan was still out now.
If I'm Will, I'd be like, all right, cool. It's not that bad. Yeah.
They'll all be back shortly, I think. But yeah, man, it's kind of it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? This whole morality. Should he? Shouldn't he? Will it play into the finish? I think it probably will play into the finish, actually, to be honest.
You know what would have been ideal, Monty?
Go on.
People don't remember this, but the famous Randy Orton RKO on Stacy Keibler, he did that in the build to his.
People remember that, man.
No, people remember it. People do not remember the context, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Fair.
He did it because he was about to face Undertaker, and he was trying to show, I'm not afraid of Undertaker. I'm a crazy ass nigga.
You think this dead nigga scares me?
Y'all think
I will RKO woman. You think
not just a woman? I
dead
will
nigga
RKO
scares
my
me?
girlfriend. I'll RKO my girlfriend. And so I say that to say, could you have imagined ideally if they did Ospreay DG before this match, right? And in like Buffalo, he gave Daniel Garcia the Tiger Driver. It was just like he's looking at Swerve dead in the eye in the crowd. He just fucking Tiger drove this kid and was just like, brother, I'm a madman,
Break some hearts in Buffalo.
Imagine you just storm driver Nana.
Mate Will Ospreay a Buffalo heel shit,
Yeah, that's fine.
I just think. I don't know, man. I think it'll be a good match,
Of course.
Hopefully there's not too much kind of like will he, won't he, kind of like melodrama, because we're just talking about comedy and wrestling, and these are the things that aren't meant to be comedic that can almost become comedic,
Thankfully, I don't think any other match on the show looks like it even has the potential to be melodramatic, which is good.
Right.
No, Ryan May versus
professional wrestling.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Professional wrestling, bro.
Never mind. Ryan May and Mina is going to be a lore off.
I mean,
lore off.
Yeah, don't tell me Mina. My fault, number Ryan.
Yeah. When I say
it's
gonna
Ryan,
yeah.
I really hope that just like that's clearly going to play into the finish, and I hope they just keep it at that. And other than that, they just go out there and try to have the best professional wrestling.
That's always the best way in AEW, man.
It's
what the audience wants, because no matter what the story is, the AEW audience wants a wrestling match. So if you're gonna do, if you have been doing like a dramatic, like kind of feud that they've been doing, which hasn't exactly been like sports style presentation by any means. If you are going to do a feud like that, and you are going to need to do some like dramatic twist or whatever the fuck at the end, then it's just like have a real match, then just do a mad finish, just do that.
Listen, the PSA here, I guess, in conclusion is across the board wrestling. don't get too cute, because when you get too cute, you end up with Sammy versus Chad Gable at Clash of the Castle. You know?
Oh my God, I hate that fucking match, bro.
Yeah, we're like, they're having a 3.5 that literally could be a whole star higher if they just stop being cute. You know,
where Chad just pauses, he's like, "Yo, hit him, please."
It felt like a video game with like never ending quick time events and fucking cutscenes mid fight.
Literally, bro, the entire video game is quick time events, bro. It's
like,
just
goddamn, they just pop up a new scene and it's like square X square. It's like, leave me alone, bro. I want to play.
Sammy hits a beautiful move and it's like, all right, we're cutting to Maxine, bro. It's square, square.
Like, fuck off. Yeah, hopefully nothing like that tonight. Hopefully.
I want drama. I'm sorry. I'm all about fun.
Drama's good, but there's
no
way to
drama's
do drama.
Good and can be used. It just can't be the entire like you can't build a match around drama.
No.
Like
not that kind of drama.
No, yeah.
I'm all about balance. So nothing too like stupid. Because I want to see some raps. Like
you just don't want it to be hokey. You know?
Exactly. Especially for the matches that really matter. What happened?
You look so tired every time he's finishing it.
Listen, it's late. It's late. A few blunts in. It's what we're doing, you know. It's what we do on these Sunday nights, bro.
What's the next match on the card, Monty?
Oh no, we can't be going through match by match, bro.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. Thank God. I was watching the clock.
You and AO both. Like when I how you guys have been, you both mentioned Ospreigh as well. So I thought, we'll talk about that. You know, we'll get the ball rolling with that. But let's do some super chats just real quick.
Right.
Showtime Spurs $2 says Jude. Agreed. Carver's objective $5. Appreciate it as always. Which Forbidden Door match are y'all most excited for tonight? For me, it's actually Shingo and Brian. I'm fired up for that one, brother. I'm fired up for that one. That's something that I've wanted. I've actively wanted. Like as good as like Swerve, Ospreay, and some of the other matches on the card. Like even like Mystico and Lucha Bros. In fact, that kind of that actually kind of does stumble into fantasy booking and things that I'd love to see personally before these things were announced. But like Brian Shingo is something I've wanted to see for a few years now. So I'm fired up for that one. You know, that was my number one, definitely.
It feels like it has a 4.25 floor. It feels like they just kind of go out there and just do what they do, and the crowd is medium. It's still really good. And if they just go crazy and it's the right situation and opening the show or something, it's gonna be unbelievable. You know?
Really excited for that match. I feel like the wrestling fans who've seen how much New Japan fans praise Shingo and the regard that we hold Shingo, when they haven't seen what he can really do yet in the appearances that he's had in AEW so far. He's in the 3-way he had a little teaser. But other than that, he wrestled Dalton Castle, which is it's 2024 Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him, but it's not 2017 anymore. You know what I mean? And he's also wrestled AR Fox, who I really like AR Fox, but it wasn't a showcase match for Shingo or whatever.
No.
Fox low-key just got his shit in, and then Shingo won. It was a very short match as well on Rampage. So this is gonna be the showcase match that people see that Shingo Takagi's one of the best wrestlers in the world. The better dragon than Bryan Danielson, potentially, definitely the better dragon than Ricky Steamboat, and everybody's gonna see that tonight.
Yeah, he's an animal, man, and one of my favorite things about Shingo is how much he kind of feeds off the energy of the crowds that he's performing in front of. And I think with this crowd in particular, AEW singles match, it's going to be about 10,000 people there. If it's a proper AEW crowd, there should be fired up and a good pay-per-view crowd like we've been used to. And I think these are just elements that are just going to make it even better. On top of them just being tremendous. Shingo was the best wrestler in the world in the pandemic when people couldn't applaud when people couldn't make noise or anything. So I think this is going to be a good one, man.
I think that's
going to be a good one.
Yeah,
what are you most looking forward to, Jana? What's your
Everybody knows I'm biased. Miss Mercedes Moné and Miss Stephanie Wackett. Yes. But I'm also looking forward to Swerve and Ospreay and the TNT title match.
Oh, the ladder match, yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait for Mercedes versus Stephanie.
it's between Perry and Takeshita, but there's a part of me. I would pop so hard if Takeshita won the title. But that's what I'm looking forward to.
I love Konosuke Takeshita. I don't see there being a path for him winning the championship tonight. Not as a heel, because first of all, he has the G1 coming up. Second of all, he's a heel. Perry's a heel. And if you look at the match, you look at the participants, right? You see who could possibly realistically win the title. It's two people. It's Takeshita. It's Jack Perry. One of them's going to the G1. One of them's not. One of them's been telling a story about the TNT title since he's gotten back to AEW. The other one's just kind of been floating around in the Don Callis verse. I don't really see as much as I love Takeshita, I don't really see how the bookers would put the dots together to be yeah, put the title on this guy. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Plus, I feel like we're gearing towards, and the Elite already mentioned it backstage this week on Dynamite. It feels like the Elite are motioning towards getting everybody in their group with championships.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're doing a draped in gold.
Okada has the Continental. They have the tag. Jack could have the TNT, and then their wild card for the Owen Hart tournament can work his way into getting the AEW championship. So that's what it looks like.
Somebody in the chat, just like I said, they haven't been telling the story with Takeshita, with being even in the TNT title picture. Someone in the chat just said, just have him be champion of the G1. Brother, there's no certainty that Takeshita even makes it out his block. And that's just not gonna happen with the TNT. TK's not sending the TNT champion over there to not make it out of the block, bro. Even make it to the block final. There's no certainty that he makes it to the block final, bro. His block's not that stacked, but still, bro. We saw what happened with Eddie. It's not like Eddie went over there and bulldozed everyone. He just had good matches and then lost and then came back. But it was it was a dream come true because he always wanted to do the G1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Jack Perry's the one that's he's winning the match.
Yeah, Jack Perry's winning.
He's winning the match. It's who would I?
Adam Page is gonna come back. He's probably gonna win the title.
Yeah, who would I like to win? I'll never back against Mark Briscoe if he's in a match. So there's that. But realistically, it's Jack Perry. All signs lead towards Jack Perry. I don't know. The thing you want to is with this EVP story. It's he came out yesterday, and besides a few scenes. I know it was taped the other day, but he came out on Collision, and it's there wasn't that much of a reaction. There was a few CM Punk chants, and it's just it just doesn't feel they're in a position where Jack Perry he has to win the TNT title. It's a story they're telling and stuff, but it just doesn't. It's considering these are the guys that had Tony Khan in the neck brace not that long ago, and that's how when that all kicked off, it felt like this was going to be this big dramatic, company shifting feud. Do you know what I mean? And it just really has not been that, And
yeah.
I see things like last night with Jack Perry coming out to not much of a reaction at all, and it's just kind of yeesh,
I've also been really I actually agree with you. I think that because I was thinking about Blood and Guts, right, and how we're gonna have to focus on that after this, and I do think they should. It's for the better Forbidden Door's build that they focused on Forbidden Door, but I do think once that's out the way, we do need to kind of really get the Elite back going because the Bucks are really good at being funny, right, and stuff. But I do think we need to kind of really establish them again because I was thinking about Jack Perry and I was thinking about how when I was watching him at Windy City Riot, I was man, this guy if they could get away with maybe throwing him in against Swerve or something, he felt super hot, right? And I do think that they kind of got a little complacent with Jack and didn't capitalize on just how much momentum he had. And I don't think it's unsalvageable, but I do think that it's noticeable when he first came back, he was the scapegoat. It was holy shit, it's Jack Perry. He had some aura. He beat up Tony, and now he kind of just feels like one of their
Bro, the issue is people wanted it to be this whole NWO takeover thing of AEW, and it was leaning towards that at the beginning. But the issue is newly crowned world champion Swerve Strickland, first time in the main event, all that stuff. He's not part of that story right now. So no, these people can't be the centerfold of the show and do also feature Swerve how he's supposed to be featured because then it's a conflict there. And they weren't. It was the Elite story. What did we hear? Oh, they don't care about the world champion. So they just put it on Swerve just to shut people off. He's not he's just choking. They're gonna take it off him as soon as possible. So they shifted, made Dynamite Swerve show as they should have. And could they have done more stuff with the Elite? So yeah, bro. But I think they're doing the right thing right now. And then after this, like obviously Swerve's gonna be in Blood and Guts. So then he's gonna be feuding directly with the EVP. So you could head towards back to the NWO style of AEW takeover. And also it was Collision in a bad, like Buffalo didn't pop for a lot the other day on Wednesday, right? And that's where Collision was. It was after Dynamite. So it was like, bro, they popped for DG, they popped for Ospreay, they popped for Swerve, and they popped for MJF. And then they were sitting on their hands for the entire LIJ BCC tag, bro. And I was literally DMing Ebru. I was like, bro, these motherfuckers don't deserve LIJ. This crowd sucks, bro. Like,
it's wild because LIJ, Monty, this shocked me. I was watching the match. They were like working shockingly hard. I'm watching this. I expected them to fuck around, Road 2 mode. And I'm looking at Hiromu. I'm like, yo, Hiromu is moving out there. He
had them shitty shorts on.
Yeah, Hiromu was wrestling. I was like, wait a minute. But I'll add this though, AO, because I spoke to someone at AEW about this. And they basically said to me, this is why they're integrating Swerve in the Elite thing, because it was one of those things where something was going to have to give. And so if you want to make this thing feel big but not hurt Swerve, we got to integrate him into it. I will also say, I think it's fair to point out, guys, whether you guys like them or not, the Acclaimed now being the replacement for FTR 100% just makes it. It just takes it down, and I think they've dragged it to a certain direction too, because they're just not by nature, they're just not a serious act. You know what I mean?
Honestly, and I'm the FTR bad guy, but honestly, I never really wanted them in this anyway, because it was just like, I feel like it shouldn't have been a tag team. Just put 2 single stars in there.
I wouldn't mind it.
Like, it's not even like how I feel about FTR. I just feel like it would be better served if instead of FTR, and it'd be like DG and Ospreay or something. Like not Ospreay, like, but like just like 2 guys that you want to be, or even like DG and Mark Briscoe, right? Like 2 fiery baby faces that Briscoe could have been like, he could have talked about how AEW fought for him to be on TV since day one. AEW was there for his family during Jay's untimely passing. AEW did this for the Briscoes. AEW did that for the Briscoes. It would have been moving stuff, right? And then DG's like, he talks about how he could be like a cornerstone of the place. Like him talking about how he wants to protect AEW would be really compelling. I think just like FTR being in there as like the veteran tag team, they're just like, oh, we love this place. God dang it. Like, I just don't think it's that compelling. Even if you love it, like, I liked the match that they had with the Bucks, right? When they started the thing. And the ladder match, right? Where Captain trying to kill himself, bro. That was good. It was good stuff, bro. But I just I didn't really see them in that position, I think.
Mm-hmm. To circle back to the Kairos Objectives question about what match I'm most excited about tonight, and Kairos, we absolutely appreciate the super chat donation.
Yes.
We obviously covered Swerve's match, and we covered Dragon and Shingo. Man, I can't understate it, man. That Lucha match where the Lucha Brothers are going to be teaming with Mystico against Titan, Hiromu, and who else is it? It's Titan, Hiromu, and who else?
Suji, bro. The greatest wrestler alive. Yoda Suji.
Bro,
that even I do that, and I don't even, what I mean? I'm washed.
Monty hasn't watched a single New Japan show all year. It's July, bro.
It's crazy. No, I just forgot who made the trip. That's gonna be like, when you really think about the names and how they wrestle and how you could structure a match like that. Because his thing was Suji. Joe Holbert talked about it last night on his show, bro. Suji is like the ultimate awesome moves dude, right?
Yeah.
And New Japan forces him to do these fucking long epics, and that's not like, that doesn't work with his style, right? And similarly, I was thinking about this, guys. I thought Mystico versus Hiromu was very good, but I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I kind of like Mystico better as an epic hot tag guy that just pops in and does this cool Mystico shit in and out. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, Mystico tagging in to do his shit, Suji tagging in to just be a fucking video game character. The potential combination moves there. This is gonna be fucking beautiful. Now
I need this match to be moves.
And here's the thing: moves wrestling, obviously it's not a novel thing in 2024, but done at the highest level with a unique and fun combination of guys can be
in a hot crowd.
And so these are the guys you do that shit with. And so I don't know what ceiling this reaches on the pre-show. I'm not really sure, but I do think even with it being on the pre-show, this has the potential to be a top 3 match on this event. Really excited.
I really hope they just go into the, because you know the Road to style, not even just the Road to, like the New Japan multi-man undercard style of matches. Like they're not out there really killing themselves, and I hope they don't go into this match with that attitude. I hope that they're like, nah, like this is the most important thing in the world. We're gonna try to get over in front of this crowd.
Hiromu could very well be shitter pilled here and just like do bits, Like
I don't think any of that's gonna happen, man. Just off the performances that people have been putting in like the past week, seen from the New Japan guys that have came over. I think they're gonna go for it, man. They're gonna go for it, especially when you look at like who they're like. You can, like, if you're the LLJ guys, you're in New York, you got the novelty of it all. There's probably going to be a lot of people filing in for the 0 hour. I don't think it's going to be like a bare crowd by any means. And they're going to be feeling it, bro. I think they're going to be feeling it out there. And like the Lucha Bros, Ray Phoenix going to do his thing. Mystico's going to do his thing. You already know that. And I think the LOJ guys are just going to kind of like revel.
You forgot the one, bro. You didn't mention Penta, bro. You said, hold on. Let me just recap. You said Ray Phoenix is gonna do his thing.
Yeah,
he was like, Mystico is gonna do his thing. Did you?
Listen. Fair enough. And this is what I'll say is Sprouts 199, TMDK are beast. Need him in the tag mix right now.
Yeah,
I mean TMDK they're okay.
I like TMDK, bro. They've won me over. When they first got to New Japan, I was like, "Fuck these guys, low key." But they won me over a lot.
I'm not a big Shane Thornton guy, but I like Mikey Nichols and Robbie Eagles.
They're pretty beasts.
I'm indifferent.
Beasts. I don't know.
Oh, when I said TMDK, I just meant like TM88 and shit.
So Nichols and and Hayes.
Yeah.
Nichols is a gangster, man.
Bro, that match.
What's in 2024 being like? I haven't seen him wrestle once.
He just wrestles like he hates his life and just takes headbutts.
Yeah, bro. Like he's just out there trying to give himself CT and break his neck.
Remember the Hanari match? When Hanari just dropped him literally on the top of his head.
That Hanari Mikey Nichols D1 match.
Bro, that opened my eyes, bro.
On his cranium.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
You know what I'm gonna do? Let's
run through this super
I want to talk a little bit about MSG, but let's just do super chats. So get the super chats coming in. Okay. You guys are just gonna carry the show,
Yep.
So shout out Mikey Nichols and his concussion fetish.
Oh, we got an opportunity right
here. Vinny May 499. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton segment was beast. Shout out to whoever pitched that idea. But yeah, man, that was a Madison Square Garden, SmackDown, Logan Paul, True Heel, healing it up, comes out with Halliburton of the Pacers. Of course, they just knocked out the Knicks of the NBA playoffs recently. And but the superhero, Jalen Brunson, was in town and he was not standing for these shenanigans,
Absolutely not.
And they had the big stare down.
Yep.
They got involved in the finish. They had the stare down after. Jalen Brunson had to pull up a chair.
Whoever's idea it was to get Tyrese Halliburton to get heat in the Garden as a bad guy and pair up with a heel wrestler, and then get countered when attempting to cheat by Jalen Brunson. That's just wrestling right there. I
don't know who did that, bro. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
I know some Twitter mark.
Who knows? But it's very Malone and Rodman from Nitro. That kind of really silly celebrity basketball feud mixed with wrestling thing. And MSG got over so big, they're chanting MVP at Brunson. They're chanting "fuck the Pacers" during the match. And
can't be Rodman neither. We're champions.
Getting LA Knight involved in it was smart too to counter Halliburton. That combination and just laying it out that way, really well done. That was a really fun MSG moment. Made it on all the big socials. Man, whoever thought of that, kudos to him and how he laid it out for sure.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
If only we could find who did that.
Right. And then subsequently having Carmelo Hayes kind of put over how he's like the only Melo used to step in the garden with championships.
Interesting you mentioned Carmelo Hayes. Interesting you mentioned Carmelo.
Right, but him saying that after the fact was also just a nice touch and a nice line. So shout out to the writers. Shout out to the writers, whoever put that together.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yo, happy Pride Month to whoever put that together. That was
really good. Speaking of the Garden, though, speaking of MSG, big angle, big bloodline angle. Paul Heyman standing on fucking business, bro. You know, he ain't slept all week. He ain't shaved.
He looks like shit.
Our wise man.
He looks like fucking shit.
Our wise man.
But yo, that's a real man right there. You know,
you are not my tribal chief.
Right. Monty is describing the bloodline angle where basically everybody was to acknowledge Solo Sikoa, and everybody ended up doing so. Paul Heyman, he had Roman's lei in his hand, and he was just like, "Where did you get this?" And he said, "Solo, I love you, but you are not the tribal chief. I do not acknowledge you." And the crowd is going crazy.
Bro,
Solo fucking. Right, and so Heyman gets killed, and Jacob Fatu gives him a diving headbutt. They powerbomb him to a table. I gotta be honest. My big takeaway of this is Paul Heyman needs to invest in some weight loss program. I can't he looks.
How can you take away from this epic, legendary Madison Square Garden segment the fat shaming?
Look, bro. What I will say about Paul Heyman is he was he carries his weight pretty well. I didn't know he was that large. You know what I mean?
He's doing his thing, man.
Until you see him lifted, you're like, God.
Yeah, until you see him lifted, I was just like, damn, Heyman. Like, I didn't know he was that. I didn't know he was that big, bro.
Hey,
Jacob Fatu is strong. He needed help with Paul E, bro. Like, that's not a cruiserweight we're talking about with Jacob Fatu, bro.
No.
And this is somebody who has shown time and time again that like his muscles are for show, bro. Like he has a lot of functional strength there.
Yeah.
He was hurting, bro. He was hurting trying to get Paul E up for that.
He said, Tonga Loa, can you help? Fuck.
I want to see Obafemi get him up for the power bomb now.
Bro,
light work.
Bro, Heyman, Heyman, they lifted Heyman. I didn't know he had all this hidden pussy. Like, it was just like,
fuck.
What the fuck?
Just
Heyman pussy. Like, just mad hey Yossi. Just
I got a question. About what we just saw. So I got a question about what we just. So I watched the segment before we went live because I saw the thumbnail, right? So I watched the segment. But before I watched the segment, I saw someone post on Twitter that Roman Reigns already told everybody that Solo Sikoa would be the next tribal chief when Roman left. And that was the whole thing. He
said he's next in line. The thing is, he didn't say like, "Yo, when I go," like he didn't say like, leave.
He said you are the next in line, like. and it was to be ceremonially passed down. It's not like Roman.
Okay, it wasn't a situation where it's just like, "Yo, we haven't seen Roman in 2 months. I'll run."
Exactly.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's what Solo's trying. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He tried to take
no pop.
Paul Heyman is just having a horrible time, you know.
Look, man,
scared of these savages that he's getting involved, these scary Tongans, these criminals, these thugs, you know.
Shout out to Tonga Loa stealing the check, man. Shout out to him. You know,
he be putting that shit on, bro.
What we there to do, Ibu?
We're there to fix our fucking jacket. You know?
Yeah, we fix our
bro. Like the bloodline was like. It was like laughably bad. Like the shit they had going on with Solo and the Tongs, it was like laughably bad.
Yeah.
And then Jacob Fatu pulls up, and I was just like, "You niggas are so corny," but like this is something that take kind of serious now.
I literally tweet him like, "Yo, they're a playoff team now." Like, oh, shit.
Like, yo, Jacob Fatu could drag them to the 7th seed, low key, bro.
Yeah, bro. Now they can win 44 games. You know? Look at that.
I'm sure. I All right, let's just skip to the super chat. Yeah, Jonathan Goldberg's $2.
Yo, bro.
Yo, see
bro.
how Fatu was holding Heyman.
What?
Yo, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Jonathan Goldberg's $2. Y'all see it? You see how Fatu was holding Heyman? #real eater.
Come
He
on,
was
bro.
so deep in that Paulo.
Bro, he was like digging his face in that motherfucker.
Yo, bro. Come on, bro.
Stitch by stitch. I'm
Come on,
telling
bro.
you.
Come on, bro.
It's the way Jana was just like, yeah.
It's true.
Just talking with glee.
I see.
Damn.
Anyway, Caden, part of the fam. 199. Appreciate his words. Wrestlers need to stop being dumb in the DMs. Yeah, there's been a lot of wrestler DMs that have made it to the timeline lately. Which...
Brother, these Abby. Go ahead, Al.
Like, that's a real evil, bro. Like,
yeah,
Monty knows this too. I think wrestlers think because, like, I'm gonna be a narcissist. I'm gonna blame us really quick, right? Because we have been sent things that if we posted, it would get millionaires fired from their jobs.
Yes,
it would be industry changing things, bro. And I think these wrestlers think that this is just like a normalized thing now, and the online marks know not to post their DMs. No, bro, like, everybody's not WrestlePurists, bro.
These Avi accounts and these Stan accounts will 100% post your DM.
They have nothing to lose,
bro.
They have nothing to lose,
bro. Not
like,
mind you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, mind you, Randy Orton said nothing incriminating, but just as an example, right? But like Randy, like a nigga hit up Randy Orton basically, and Randy Orton gave him like a long advice about his own personal depression and this and that. And the dude's first reaction is like, "Oh my God!" He replied,
"I'm gonna tell everybody how depressed Randy was."
I'm like, damn, bro, like you can't just like keep it P, bro.
Bro, and the thing is, like, you can't just like summarize what he said and just post a proof that Randy DM'd you, I guess, and like block it out. Like, you didn't have to tell everybody that my nigga was talking about he was depressed for like 6 months and shit. And he's like,
bro, like that shit was crazy.
Randy was the MJF one as well earlier this week as well, man.
Yeah, MJF, bro.
MJF got nailed. Yeah,
I didn't even read it, bro. Like, I read the caption, but I didn't read like the paragraphs that were tweeting back and forth. It was just like,
bro. Here's my thing about it. My thing about it is just like with some of these wrestlers, I kind of get them just trying to like be sincere and just try to like approach it like real people and be like, "Yo, bro, that's not what I meant." Da 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 da. But I'm speaking generally when I say this. Bro, a lot of these accounts don't care, bro. Like, you know,
they don't care, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like they have nothing to lose, bro. They don't have connections. They don't talk to people. They don't do things within the industry on the side.
Generally speaking, positive things will not come out of you DMing these 20-year-old Abbies. Like,
yeah,
you
bro.
know, so
they will post you, especially if you call them a slur. They will post you.
Yes.
Thank you for the super chat.
Remember this one.
Stop texting wrestling fans.
Yo, that was mad funny. That Mandy and IB's thing. Yeah, when IB posts back to Twitter, when Roman Reigns pulls up to,
God,
you think IB's watching SmackDown Weekly, just waiting for Roman to pop out?
I think he 100% just keeps an eye on what the Bloodline got going on, and he's waiting the first big moment.
IB's return is gonna pop me so much, bro.
Bro, he's gonna
pop me so much.
Roman's gonna, bro. Everybody thinks what's gonna happen is Solo's gonna face Cody, and Roman's gonna be the big fucking aura savior at the end. And I really hope not, because like that makes Cody look like a bitch.
Predictable.
No, it just makes Cody look like a bitch. It makes him look like a cock, you know. But
nah, it's probably what's gonna happen. Like, all bits aside, bro.
I think
they'll put it off a bit more
smoothly.
They'll probably have Cody go Superman.
They'll pull off something a bit less basic than the two scenarios that Ibis were in about.
I don't want Cody and Roman to be allies.
He doesn't want to see Cody beat Solo, then Roman return to have to face Solo, because Solo obviously has just lost to Cody.
Listen,
and then what's the other one? Obviously, you don't want Solo to beat Cody because, like, fuck that, you know. But like, I think they'll do something where it's like, I don't think it'll be that simple. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there'll
So
be
it
like
should be
a
Cody.
like drama post. It'll lead to a situation where it's just like Roman has to come out right now.
Ayo, do you think Cody and Roman could pull off a Goku Vegeta thing? You know, like, we're not friends, but you know, we respect each other, but we're rivals.
It would probably be really engaging TV, but the way that The The Rock pulled up and snatched Roman's chain, bro, same thing gonna happen to Cody.
Come on, man.
Oh my god,
that just didn't.
The lamest thing would be, and Rob would be such a dickhead about this, if they had like a standoff aura off on a SmackDown segment, and the crowd is just like, Roman.
Oh my, yo, please hide from me, bro. Hide from me,
bro. That hockey clash would go real bad for you and Cody.
Do not hide from me, bro.
If I'm Cody, I'm politicking, but yo, don't put me in any segments.
Roman.
Don't put me in any segments with this nigga.
The Roman Reigns thing is like insane. I think we only see like part of it on Twitter, and it's a lot. You know, like we see a lot of like fans wanting Roman back, especially with the story they're telling and stuff. But it's like when you go on other social medias where it's like fans who are kind of less like the hardcores, etc. Because I do think Twitter is like a very like hardcore fan base for the most part compared to other socials. Bro, the demand for Roman is like insane. Like,
I actually have a
some of them, some of them we want Roman chants to be louder than the wolves.
Bro, there's a new trend at the moment, yeah, where like girlfriends will film their boyfriend, yeah. Like, say they go to like a Taylor Swift concert or some shit like that, yeah. And they'll put the camera on the boyfriend, and the boyfriend will be like, I hope Roman Reigns comes back tonight. But you won't see that they're at a Taylor Swift concert. Then like it'll switch to the next like clip, and obviously you'll see it at a Taylor Swift concert, and the guy will be there in the background, like throwing a one-up or some shit. Like, people are doing trends based off Roman's comeback and people waiting for him to come back and shit. And just the edits, all the stuff like that, because they're trying to get the WrestlePurists TikTok page going at the moment. So I'm seeing all this shit. And it's just like there's trends, it's just crazy. The demand for Roman Reigns right now is insane, like insane. So
yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully Cody's gonna be okay.
You don't want that standoff, bro. Evil, I'm telling you. I don't. Please hide.
I do not. What's the next super chat? What we got here?
NJPW $2. Is back. Hashtag cowboy shit. Hashtag alcohol. Yeah, Hangman's been hitting them whiskeys, brother. He's been hitting that bottle.
As he should.
When I seen that Hangman Page vignette, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think
different?
Do you think he should officially like switch his theme song to like a Johnny Cash song? Some fucking
the shit that he came out to against Mox.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. The Ghost Riders in the Sky, I think it was the name of the song.
Yeah, bro, that would be guys.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
I feel like his regular theme was just too like babyface.
Yeah.
Yo, low key, I kind of want Hangman Page when he comes back, right? Unless he's fighting like real niggas, I kind of want him to Brock Lesnar people. Like, I kind of want him to just squash people.
Bro, Jeff Jarrett needs to like be like laying in a pool of his own blood. Like, he needs to hit an artery on his forehead. Because if not, then like, why book this, bro? Like, why book this?
Are you real work? Are we 100% sure he's the wild card then?
I think he is.
So, yeah.
And the thing is,
I'm less confident now.
Why?
I don't know who it would be if it's not Hangman.
It's Hangman. Has to be.
Can they do some like? I'm saying
lame,
like it was like fucking Ricochet or some shit. Like,
yeah, like why? Like imagine Ricochet or you debut like Dijak. Why put them in the ring against Jeff Jarrett, who's just like it's a whole like emotional. Owen was my best friend thing, like.
Yeah, nah, bro. Give that main event heel rub to Hangman Page, please.
Yeah. Wait, did Ricochet not have a non-compete?
No, he does not. He's still expired.
Run out.
Yeah,
run out.
So if you, I see a lot of
people. Okay.
I see a lot of people like not like get this or whatever. So it's not just you, John. But like, if your contract just expires, then you're free. Like you could, if your contract expires at 12 midnight, then you could go wrestle the next day if you want to. You see Dijak, his contract expired. He immediately this weekend went to North Carolina Indy. So I don't know when Ricochet's deal's up. I think there's a lot of like conflicting reports at this point. So he might still be contracted until July or whatever. But
the 30th.
Today is June 30th.
He may. he may.
Somebody said that they just tweeted that he got moved to the alumni section.
Dijak did. I don't know about Ricochet, unless. But
yeah,
if Dijak, if AEW wanted to debut Dijak on this show, they could, like, legally. So
yeah,
I'd rather have Ricochet.
Like,
Yeah,
where
man.
would you?
And that's the Sultan, $2. Appreciate it. Need TK to man up and see what he has in DG. We'll have to wait and see, bro, over the next, I guess, few weeks, man, because obviously he's been put in a pretty decent position narratively, like the past week or so. So where that all leads to and what his Wembley direction looks like is kind of where it really matters now. So
I think Daniel Garcia, and he had some contract stuff coming up like this fall/early winter. But I think if he's staying with AEW long term, I think he's TNT champion before the year's over. I think that's where this is headed.
I think he should drop the dancing stuff. But
I think he should. I think he should go the other place. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, because you're a drone and you love WWE. You're tired of it. So it is what it is.
Hey man, I'm just saying. You know.
I don't have strong feelings on what he should do in his career when it comes to that whole thing. But we'll see what happens.
He's doing his thing. You know.
He's doing his thing.
He is doing his thing.
Jonathan Gomez, $2. Appreciate you. What are y'all gonna order for the pay-per-view?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. I haven't ordered anything.
I'm gonna make some type of chicken pasta.
I'm torn. I might get Wingstop because I'm a girl and we suffer once a month. And I feel like I deserve like some boneless wings, well done, large ranch, Louisiana fries, corn on the cob.
Well done, ranch wings.
I'll just eat some Doritos.
Look at this, bro. This is the future Monty wants, bro. Because this was such a fucking drone, bro.
Why am I being attacked for my opinions? You know, this ain't right. You know,
oh, you want throwing up the fucking U? You'll be like, oh my god, this is good wrestling.
I feel for Andre Chase, man. You know, he gives it his best shot. And he's always the butt of these jokes, bro. It's always Chase U. Like anytime someone says, "Oh well, Okada, he would be in Chase U now," or like AO just use it for Daniel Garcia.
Some niggas are getting a pay-per-view tag title shot, and I got fucking lynched for saying that kind of sucks. You know? So.
Yeah, it doesn't move. It doesn't really move, man.
I can imagine Monty at home. Somebody debuts in Chase U, and he's just like,
he's fucking giddy and shit. He's just like, bro. He's spelling out Chase U in his fucking room and shit. You know,
Chase U isn't that dog. I'll just they're just whatever. You know, they're just kind of a part of NXT.
The current
fun though. Anyway,
what did I do?
Your wing.
Match 184, 199. Appreciate it. Hanare versus Tonga Lover at Forbidden Door, please. Come on, bro.
What?
I don't know. Bro.
And that's a sort of $2. Appreciate it. And that's a sort of $2. Appreciate it. That SmackDown opener was the hardest I've ever been. Well,
I'm gonna just quickly say this. Yeah, everybody's talking about this fucking Paul Heyman bussy angle, and I watched the show, and I'm like,
only you call it that,
right?
Nevertheless, I'm like, bro, the clear best thing on that fucking show was the opening angle, and people are asking like, Big Bro, Eva, what do you?
It wasn't.
Anyway,
Eva was eating those saucy ass wings when Paul's bussy was on camera.
I was not eating any saucy wings, but I watched that opening brawl at MSG, Steen doing the fucking big swanton, and them getting arrested and getting escorted. Like, that was like the best part of the show by far. You know, people can have their cinema and their bussy at the end, and that was fine. But you know, I was big on the opener.
Butterflies.
Yeah, it was good shit, man. Mm-hmm. I love when it felt different. It felt like a hot angle. It felt like big stars. It was good shit.
I got the 0 hour open. I think the matches won't start for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, they usually fuck around a bit.
I'm looking at it like the people have like nobody's filed in yet, and they're just doing panel talk on like, and there's like a stage where like the four people are standing. It's like all the pundits. It's Renee, Rocky Romero,
Rocky Romero, world peace.
He's awesome.
The negotiator.
He's
super chats. Super chats, people. Bruh, $4.99. Appreciate you. SmackDown segment was great. Ibu, good job. One question though: who guards the Jays? #Celtics repeat.
The New York Knicks will win the NBA championship in 2025.
No, they're not.
Cry.
Who are you backing, AO? Who do you think wins the?
Who I think wins?
Sexual.
Yeah, I know it's early as fuck, and
there's
going to be a bunch of there's going to be a lot of trades, and there's going to be free agency, and there's going to be all this and that. But early prediction: who wins? Who wins the NBA?
There's no ethical team at the top of the league right now. Unfortunately, you have the Nuggets, who are led by a terrorist. You have the Thunder, who are led by a terrorist. You have the Celtics, who are led by 2 terrorists. You have the Knicks, who are led by a bunch of role players. There's no ethical team at the top of the league, which is why I hope the Lakers could pull something off, or even my Sixers, bro. Hopefully, the Sixers will pull something off. But it's unfortunate the state of the NBA right now. It's just no aura at the top of the league. There's no love of the game, bro. Just a whole bunch of nonsense.
You know what, Monty? You know what LeBron fans looking at the NBA remind me of right now? It's like elite and specifically Hangman fans when they watch AEW when Hangman's not around, because they kind of get grumpy and cranky, and they're just like, "Oh, it's not the same right now. What the fuck?" LeBron fans right now are really just mad as fuck because there's no team that suits their agendas, and their own team isn't amazing. So,
I mean, if the Wolves, I wouldn't mind seeing the Wolves win the championship, bro.
They're not doing shit.
They're better than the Knicks.
No, they're fucking not.
They are.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? They're literally better than the Knicks.
They're not.
Oh. So, with Ricochet being moved to the WWE alumni section, a lot of people getting overexcited. Do you think there's a chance that like he somehow ends up in that ladder match?
Yeah, there's always a chance.
Let's imagine.
All right, let's be transparent. I
wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't. Okay.
I feel like when you're AEW, and you get these PR hits left and right, maybe some deserve a lot, some deserve, some undeserved. I feel like when you have good news and when you have your wins, spread them out, bro. There's gonna be a lot of wins on tonight just from being a great pay-per-view. We assume, right? I don't think Ricochet needs to debut tonight. I think you should do that on a Dynamite that's coming up where you don't really have a lot going on.
Yeah, there was some talk. There was some talk. Ibu, what was you going to say? Because I believe you was going to ask about the talk and tell the people what you heard.
Yeah, I asked about it, and I was told that on the rundown, Ricochet wasn't on there. But there's always a chance that Tony's kayfabing people, and you don't put him on the rundown.
If Ricochet, he wouldn't be on the rundown. Do you know them ones? Though? He just wouldn't be. So,
yeah. Hold on.
No.
And then the other thing is, I was told by somebody, why would Ricochet be in a match he's not going to win? Now, the person that said this, the person that said this to me, it wouldn't be their call, So we'll see what happens.
Ricochet debuted in that NXT,
and he could absolutely win as well. So he's like, like if Ricochet debuted in that match, like he could 100% win. Like it would he would have to somehow be introduced into like the Elite story somehow. But anyway, need to keep it moving before these matches start. Bro, 199. Can Jacob Fatu get into Canada? Is he in the 6-man?
Shit, I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, he is.
He's in the 6-man, bro. It's
but I've been looking at the 6-man graphic, bro. It's literally just the babyface team and then 4 Polynesians and it's not like it's not Jacob Fatu, Solo, and Tama Tonga with Tonga lower to the side. It's literally just the 4 of them, like all equally presented.
No, I'm sure I've seen it with Like a full graphic. Anyway, we'll soon find out next week. Anyway, no, not next week. Yeah, next week. Oh, whenever the fuck is. Match on 84, 199. What match you most looking forward to? We've already answered this, to be fair, but I think we said between us, like, Swerve Ospreay popped up a lot. Mercedes versus Stephanie, especially for Jana. Brian Shingo for me. The Mystico Lucha Bros versus LIJ tag for Ibu. There's a lot of good shit going on, brother. Cora's objective. Some legit think it could be Christian Cage. What's this referring to? This was
I think they're referring
10
to the
minutes
wild
ago.
card.
Wild card.
Nah, he's doing trio stuff right now. He's gonna stick with
trio. That's like his whole objective at the moment. His whole goal.
Yeah.
He's really obsessed with being the best trio. Berkey 199. I can't take Solo serious in that D-Mob ass suit.
The suit is trash.
It is.
He should just dress like Jacob, to be honest with you. Like he first of all, he doesn't have a suit body.
First of all,
the right tailor can make it work, brother.
He's built like shit. 1, 2. He's wearing his suits right off the rack. They might be tailored a little bit. His pants, bro.
Nah, they ain't tailored.
Funny ass trousers, bro. Like you dress like you look funny, bro. Like you look like you're wearing your big cousin's suits, bro. Like with your fat ass pants, bro. Like what's going on, son? Like.
Nah,
you make a lot of money, Solo. You make a lot of money. You could get a really good tailor for $100, bro.
Look at Nick Aldis, bro.
Solo Sikoa, just wear a black Nike tag, bro. Like just wear a black Nike tag.
Literally, bro. It's not like Roman was out here in suits and shit.
Bro, Roman was in
joggers every week, bro. And then when Roman would get a little bit chubby, because he might have been off cycle or was away on an island for a month or whatever. We just throw a hoodie on, like he was out here in suits every week. Remember when the first time he wore a suit and the drones was like, oh my god, he was a real main eventer, 10,000 likes. No, he doesn't. No. He looks like shit.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? Like when you're comparing it to Roman, like Roman just like, to use the cliche, but like Roman just has like so much aura anyway that like he could just like walk out there in anything. He can just wear a hoodie, he can just wear a tee. Whereas this Solo, they're obviously trying to like artificially like manufacture like this aura that they're trying to do with him at the moment. So they try putting him in a suit to make him look like a mafia boss and. It's just not.
It's going the other direction, though, bro. He looks like a clown.
The thing is, what I will say though, it works in the sense of like, how usually when a heel does something and it's bad, it's like, oh well, you meant to not like it. Whereas I think in this case, you can actually kind of apply that because it's like Solo's meant to feel fraudulent. Do you know what I mean? Like he's meant to feel like, he's just a fraud. He's not our tribal chief. He's not this. He's not that. So I think it kind of works to an extent as well. It just depends on how he's presented when the real players come back, like your Romans and your Rocks and people like that. Like, he should be completely out of his depth, and he should be presented as such. He shouldn't be like presented as like on their level or anything like that. So,
bro, he almost got beat by Cody last week in like 3 minutes. Like,
bro, it's less than it. It was like 90 seconds, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out the OG Bloodline. Jonathan Gomez, $5, appreciate it. Got to see Jacob Fatu's debut, and will most likely see Hangman return this week. Chicago stays eating good. Yeah, Chicago does eat good when it comes to the big wrestling moments and shit, man. Definitely. Here we go. Antonio, 1999. Appreciate you, brother. Someone please make sure Ibu don't post some wings. We'll try. He's making a pasta, which sounds like quite worrying as well. So
it might be real.
Yeah. Yo, Ibu, did you see that strawberry post that went viral and the nigga put your face over it?
Did they really?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, send me that.
Yeah, man.
Why am I the face of like?
You're the face of kung fu, bro. You're the face of kung fu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about the face of like white vague glazing, like a?
Well,
Come on, bro.
Oh man, it's nasty shit, bro. You don't make it better for yourself either. You know.
Yeah, you played into it for like 2 weeks, bro. So now it's just a
yeah, like he was on the timeline talking about.
If you just didn't play into it, bro, like people would have just let go. Like people would have stopped. But you sold, and now you just.
I didn't play it. I just sold. I was just kind of like, yo, what are y'all doing?
That's playing into it. Selling is playing into it, bro.
I fucking hit people mad. People in the watch along chats talking about your fucking cum wings, bro.
Bro, and then you started talking about, yo, I'm gonna make some new wings. That was like, this is your legacy now.
Yeah, it became like Ibu was talking about like bits being overdone and stuff like that earlier. You know, Ibu with the wings. You know, he's like, it was good for the first time he posted it. But, you know, he was on live streams after being like, I'm about to make some wings. We're all
friends. We're all friends here. You know, I mean, this is a safe space. No one's watching this. I got the AEW pre-show on, and hey man, Amanda Huber, man. You know.
What is wrong with you?
What is it? Come on, man. No, there is people here. We're not all friends here. Not anymore.
You?
Hey, man.
Together.
Y'all not seeing what I'm seeing.
Just stop.
Y'all not.
I'm literally. Bro, she's with a kid, bro. Like bro, doing this here, bro. One here, bro.
Rob had to go off camera.
You're a sick man.
Like, you know, we're a respectful channel, you know. Well, what are we doing? You know? It's a Sunday. It's nearly 12. It's nearly midnight in the UK. Like, I don't need all this.
Yo, between Ebo doing this and the shit he does on the Raw review, bro, it's like, god damn.
Come on,
bro. This is why I just can't. It's too late. You know.
I never forget.
I opened the podcast and Jenna basically said I look like shit. You know. I've got bags under my eyes. I've got Ibu now scaring me. You know, trying to get cancelled. Being inappropriate. You know, that is a mother. You know, that is a mother. That is a professional woman doing her job tonight, and this is what you do.
I don't know who did this, but it wasn't me.
Yo, Ebovio is crazy.
Hey man,
Ebovio is wild. Come on, bro.
Ebovio.
Why you get that off? I don't know. I don't understand why you got that off, bro. Like,
yeah, like I don't like. I thought he was about to say something like serious,
bro. I don't know.
I feel like if one of y'all had this thing on, you would know what I mean.
I'm literally watching. I don't know what you mean.
Did they add a zero?
Wait. Are you dead ass right now?
What happened?
Wait, is that what they were talking about?
I had it on mute, so I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Don't do this to me.
I know, yeah. Putting it in capitals like that as well is a bit much, brother. You know.
Why is Serpenticle here?
I maybe they added some. Maybe like, is there like a New Japan guy back there that needs to squash someone? Maybe
that's like a monster that'll squash him.
I was gonna say, like, what New Japan guy is not on?
Who's on the roster that somebody's music hit? Who is this?
Is Minoru Suzuki on the show? He's not, right?
Yeah, he's in. No, yeah.
Oh, it's Kyle Fletcher.
How are you?
Isn't he involved in the Jericho thing?
Fletcher?
No,
Suzuki.
No, Suzuki. Go ahead.
Not tonight. No, it's
the tease like a singles match.
Yeah, they teased the FTW championship match. It'll probably announce the Dynamite.
Yeah. Kyle's wearing the same outfit and mask he wore in Arena Mexico on Friday when he faced.
Hey, bro.
When he faced Atlantis Jr. Oh, they're playing clips of it right now. They're showing clips of
Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher was in Arena Mexico game. Like a 50-year vet.
I'm catching up with the Lucha, and
this is a fire gear though.
We don't ever need any of our staff being called gooners again, you know? It's just not what we need, you know?
Come on, bro.
This is our job.
Yes.
Yo, I looked away. John, did you change her hair? Now John looks like she's on like an early 90s episode of like A Different World or like Fresh Prince or something. You know, like.
Whatever.
No, it doesn't look bad. It was good. I just noticed.
Bro, do you think I'm just gonna let you like objectify my friend in front of me, bro?
Come on, bro.
You think I'm just gonna let this happen?
Objective.
In front of our boss, Ebu. This is literally
This is why, John, I had to warn you when you first came in and told Ibu to behave himself, and like, he couldn't do it. He literally couldn't do it, bro. Like, he's on here like
this is crazy,
bro. This is why we have to give warnings, bro. You know? It's
I wonder why they did this. I wonder if like Kyle's like, I just want to like get some reps in. Like I wonder.
Nah, I mean he deserves it, bro. Like he deserves it after the business he went into in Reno, Mexico and did.
That nigga said
he deserves a pay-per-view check.
I was gonna say that man was like, yo, let me get a pay-per-view payday.
Is it just me or does the lighting like look good? It looks better than it does on Dynamite. I feel like it's always so dim.
Monty, have you seen the match yet?
which match?
Kyle Fletcher versus Atlantis Jr.
I haven't, no.
It's
Of
good.
course you haven't. But if it was fucking Andre Chase going to Triple Mania, you would have been locked in, huh?
Yo.
Yeah, Izzy Dame's open challenge. You know, I was locked in.
Watching like Tony D has arrived in prestige.
Shout out Izzy Dame.
No, I ain't watched any of that shit, man.
Tony D is in prestige.
Did y'all see that? Did you see No Border Catch Crew pulled up to
they're in TNA, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, good for them, man. You know, good for them.
You know, this is a first.
Hey, wow.
Kale. He said
They lost a lot of order versus Gulak got
Kale,
like
20,
no comment.
Kale with 20 pesos says, I warned you about Ibu after those Raw reviews. You see what I mean, bro? I had to have a whole conversation with Ibu. Had to go over our
Yo, what's going on in these Raw reviews?
what's the policy called, Ayo?
Hey yo, these dudes act like I go totally rogue on these shows. Like I'm just like I don't know.
Bro,
Turning into like a 2003 comedian or some shit.
You think this is the Attitude Era? It's fucking 2024, you know.
Yeah, like
the wrestling fandom is very progressive. You know,
this is kind of detrimental.
This isn't MMA. This isn't MMA where you can be like a misogynist piece of shit and still be successful.
Just complete piece of shit, bro.
And
it actually gets you more fans. It gets you more successful. Could you imagine MMA purists, bro? We're all just a bunch of edgelords.
Oh my god, bro.
We're just
getting fired from our two jobs.
Oh my god. I think Kyle's about to do a brain buster on the turnbuckle to Serpentico to kill him.
Oh my god.
I do love MMA, man. The fan base is just unhinged, like, you know.
Yeah, they're just
so there was a gay guy that won on the weekend just now, and some of the replies to some of the tweets were just like,
wait. There's a gay UFC fighter.
Yeah, he won. Last night. I forget his name, which I feel bad about.
What's wrong with
in fairness, right, to the MMA fans who've been going off the wall about this dude, a lot of their issues with him isn't necessarily that he's gay. A lot of their issues with him is that video leaked of him smoking a vape out of his asshole.
All right, bro.
What? Yo, I'm looking down at my phone. What the fuck? Hey, niggas talk. What?
This is a show, bro.
I'm going to watch the show.
What is happening to this show, bro?
I don't know, bro.
This used to be a wholesome channel, you know.
Why did he do that? Why did he film himself doing it, bro?
Anjan, you still have missed any super chats, bro.
What the fuck to me? I'm not the one who filmed this. I'm not the one who posted it. He did it, bro.
1 second.
Yo, they
Anjan,
reacted like Ayo did this shit.
Anjan, send what was your question, bro? Well,
We still have
I think is he the one that says like, is there a reason for?
we haven't skipped yours yet, bro. There was still a couple super chats above yours, but we'll get to announcements.
I'm starring some right now.
It's literally just like a money thing, bro.
Let's wrap this up, man.
It's literally a money thing with I don't know why the TV sets, because they're not that expensive to make, but with the pyro issue, it's like a scale back on on the budget, which I think is bullshit. I think.
Wait, AEW doesn't do pyro no more? I didn't even notice.
They scaled back on it. They don't.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely scaled back on it.
Yeah, like because remember Jericho used to have a shit ton. Who else? Fucking just a lot of people used to have a shit ton that don't anymore.
House of Crack is coming out.
Kale, $20, 20 pesos, 13K people at Heatwave get chase you instead of Julia.
Brother, I got jumped by NXT fans for saying Heatwave in front of 13,000 people looks ass. Like, no!
As you should have.
No,
you should have.
The funniest drone trope is just like when you're like, yo, this is bad, and fans are better. They're like, no, this is actually what we deserve.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy. I'm like, yo, this card looks bad. No, it fucking doesn't. I love this slop.
This is what we deserve.
It's like, all right, y'all got it, I guess.
Well, Chisholm, $5 super chat. Why do you think Tony didn't try to get Jacob? I know he wanted to be in WWE, but Tony money could change his mind. Well, it was a thing where Jacob Fatu was just under contract for a lot of the time that people were like, yo, why isn't he signed? Why isn't he signed? Why isn't he signed? And those MLW contracts, bro, like they're carny as hell. Like Court took those to some carny ass Floridian lawyers, bro. And
TK had the power to get he got MJF out of his. You know, like if Tony truly thought it was worth it, he could have got Jacob out of that.
Yeah, and they low key fake got what's his face out of his too, Pillman Jr. Mm-hmm. But it was like one of those things where it was just like, I don't know, bro. He might have not thought it was.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because it's like I've said before, bro. Like,
and then
it's like 4 years. It's not like AEW just started and WWE have just brought him in just at the start of AEW. It's like if Tony really wanted to, he's had like 4 years to try and get him.
But there's also like there's a reason why he's never worked abroad before. So he might have been like. It's one of those things where it's like, yo, like I'm gonna fight tooth and nail to get this guy, and it might be a PR hit. Like I don't like WWE's gonna like leak why he was never in a major company before. They're gonna leak his criminal history and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I'm happy for Jacob Fatu. I would have loved to see him in New Japan. I would have loved to see him in AEW.
Oh yeah, remember he was at Battle of the Valley, and we were like really into
bro. I put him over huge on the timeline. And I'll put this out there, bro. He hit me up, and he was just like, "Yo, like I appreciate this a lot. Like this got a lot of eyes on me. I thank you, bro." I was no doubt, and I've talked to him a couple times since that. I've talked to him after he debuted in WWE, and like obviously I'm not a WWE guy, bro. But I'm for the talent, and and for guys talented as him can get paid by anyone. Like
they should be on national TV.
Like he should be on national TV. He should be getting this attention. He should be getting this exposure. It's unfortunate that's not an effect that I like or watch, but I'm happy for him regardless.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna make a lot of money, hopefully.
Yeah, make a lot of money. He's gonna be a big star.
Gabriel Kidd is like crashing out on the stage.
God bless. Peyton Carter, $5. Appreciate it. We expecting any surprises tonight? Need a Kemalito appearance?
Kemalito. This is
that CMLL, Weeble?
He's one of the minis.
That's the little devil. That's the devil mini.
He's a little devil. I love the little devil, bro. He's so beast.
He's the evil devil.
That's the true Forbidden Door, bro. Add some of that, Arena Mexico flavor. Break up the show a bit. We got 14 matches tonight. Throw the minis out there at hour 2.
Listen, his babyface counterpart is Kemonito, and man, Kemalito. See, if there was a CMLL guy in a ladder match, I would be like, yo, someone needs to do a move to Kemalito off the ladder. That would have been amazing.
A destroyer off the ladder.
Yeah, but
bro, that gif of him like teabagging somebody is so.
No, you know that almost career-ending injury that Dante Martin got where he did the destroyer off the ladder.
Yeah.
Kemalito's probably like the safest person to actually do that to, bro. He would not touch anything. Like it would just be you going through the table. Like you just hold him up.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, but we got to bring back minis wrestling, in general.
Yeah,
we were talking about it the other day, man. It's like the example I just said, bro. Like on a show where it's like you've got fucking 15 matches or some shit, you can throw the minis out there, let them have a little 5-10 minutes. The crowds are always hot for them. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, just break up the show a little bit. Anyway,
match recommendation for people. Everybody should watch Mascarita Sagrada versus Espectrito at AAA Worlds Collide. It's the greatest minis match I've ever seen.
Sprouts 199. Ibu McMahon never thought I'd see.
Come on, bro.
Man.
Hey, man.
Hashtag 4Kanda deport.
I would never get kicked out of Fort Conda.
I mean, you know, let's never say never.
No.
Let's never say never.
No. Even if it's just like a temporary one, I could see the big four doing that to Ibu one day, you know. Anyway, bro, 499. Y'all gotta bring the watch-alongs back. This energy is undefeated, lol.
I can't lie, bro. Y'all ain't paid enough. Y'all ain't paid enough.
Y'all paying us, bro. We've been sitting there 2 hours in, and we only got 4 super chats.
And you want niggas to share their wrestling experience with you when it could be.
I can't lie, bro. I would do all the content in the world for y'all. Y'all wasn't paying, bro. Like,
yeah, right.
Bro, AO was
just not for free.
Bro, AO was putting me on super chats during the watch alongs, and I was only reading like 5 fucking super chats in like 2 or 3 hours, bro.
And the bottom line is this:
$10 between 4 people, bro. Then come on, bro.
Bro, if I had the option of choosing between watching something from the comfort of my couch, eating food and chilling, and getting up to piss when I want, versus like having to lock in and like entertain people while doing it, then you gotta show me the money.
Yeah, and the truth is, bro, is like obviously, like clearly, like we don't do this for the money because we all got jobs and shit, bro. It's not not like any of us are paying our bills with it, but it is like it's kind of annoying to have to make content while we're trying to enjoy a show. So it's like just to do that for pretty much free.
Yeah, and then you're live, so you can't like be like, yo, this fucking sucks, or this person fucking stinks. Yeah. You know?
Well, you can, but you know.
Monty,
but I'll get what you mean. Oh well. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know. But yeah, the watch-alongs, it's also like a time thing as well. Like, bro, like, for example, like me, Charlie, Joe. Well, Joe don't sleep, so like he's a bit of a weird one. So, but like, you know, Dynamite, SmackDown, Raw, like all these start 1 a.m. for us, bro. It's like I can't be doing watch-alongs starting at 1 a.m. Like I can't do that shit. So like it's kind of like a timing thing as well, on top of what AO hilarious.
Could you imagine we had like a virtual jar, and if they raise $150 for that week, we'll do a watch song, and like that's how we
Bro, that's how we were doing the 24-hour streams. We were like, yo, if you do it with Twitch, we were like, yo, if you do a certain amount of subs at this point, we'll do a 24-hour stream.
We gotta do something like that.
Yeah, no, you can do that. It's just like if you wanna do that, do you know what I mean? Like if you want
Gabriel Kidd in an AEW setting is really weird looking. It's like freaking me out.
All right, let's wrap this up and get out of here.
You know what that is, right, Evil?
What?
I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get canceled, but it's your situation that you got going on mentally.
What the hell?
like you're just not all there up top, bro. So like,
oh come on,
like
man.
things like some things should stimulate you in a negative fashion, bro. Like it just is what it is.
You're an asshole.
I'm dead ass.
You're an asshole.
Just done him dirt, you know that, you know. Anyway, okay, I think this is the last super chat, so let's get to Amari 316, $5 appreciate it. One of their WWE fans' favorite tropes is quote let it play out low. Yeah,
I hate that.
All fans do that though now. It's just it's just a fan trope. You know,
I can't lie though, bro. Like it's not really WWE because I'll criticize something, and then niggas will come at me like I hate AEW or something like that, bro. Like that's clearly not the case. I just think this specific thing is kind of bad, but you're not allowed to have that kind of opinion when there's this whole WWE versus AEW thing going on right now. Because then everybody's like, Ibu's a Fed agent or WWE or AEW agent, depending on the day, depending on the tweet. Like he can't win on Twitter, bro, just because he's like an opinionated person about the wrestling that he watches. So
it's brutal. And the other thing is, in general, if you're thinking about being like a dissenting reply guy, just consider not doing that. Like in general, like you're not. It's rarely ever like enlightening. I don't feel like having a discussion and like replies with you about this.
You guys are like, well, to be fair, like, bro, I promise you. Before we put this opinion out there, we already thought about this and we disagreed. All right, like, we thought about this already.
Like, I'll be like, they shouldn't have booked that for this show. Like, well, to be fair, that's where he's from. It's like, I'm aware, bro. Like, I am aware. People think you're fucking stupid, bro. When they reply to these like certain things. I think I'm starting to just hate reply guys. I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's just like somebody was like, I'm not gonna shout them out because they're a fuck nigga. They were just like, yo, like just save your opinions for your podcast, bro. And just chill on the top. And that's really what I've been doing, bro. It's like, yo, you wanna know what I think of something? Tune in for the Dynamite review, bro. I'll give my opinion there. Right. As Loki turned to this thing where it's just like, yo, AEW, AO never criticizes AEW.
Yeah, people do that.
You don't watch the fucking content that I make, bro. Like,
that's a good point. Like, they assume like the way you post is just all you have to say about these things, and like no, like you have plenty of things that you like analysis to offer and shit. And just because people don't see it on Twitter, they're like, oh, all he does is just mark out for everything, and that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, no, bro. I just talk about the things that I like on Twitter. You want to know about the things I don't like? Come watch our content. It's like, right. I remember I said something about Danhausen, and niggas was like, oh, turn on Danhausen. It must be because he's friends with Pong, bro. There was never a time
that you liked
my entire existence that I liked Donovan Danhausen. Go through my tweets. I never put over anything that he's ever done. I've buried him from day one. I just ignore these things most of the time, bro. Like, but bro. You can't fucking win.
You know what? Was that the last super chat?
It was, yeah.
Monty, rapid fire all the main card matches, and we'll just shout out our predictions before we get up out of here.
All right. I can get that up pretty quickly.
Yeah. While you do that, the four teams in this match are working hard. They're working very hard.
All right.
I hope our party could pick up the win.
Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
Swerve.
Moxley versus Naito. Naito.
Real quick, where did you put that on the card?
Opener, or I don't know. If it's not opener, I feel like it's just it's gonna be one of those kind of slightly boring, like good but not great. Like
I feel like you open it with that match. Mox is a bloody mess, like Mox is gonna do. Make it dramatic and just make a statement first match. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
I think as well with Naito, just quickly. I think he's the most unpredictable big match wrestler at the moment. He can, because he still has one or two performances a year where he's absolutely fucking phenomenal. You know, even with his physical, he's not nowhere near his physical peak, and even the way he moves can be a bit striking these days. But he still has that special performance in him every now and then. And then a lot of times it's just not there, So it's
sorry to interrupt, but UBS Arena, can you get the fans in the fucking venue, please?
Yeah, I don't know what's taking so long, bro.
Yo, can you get these fucking people in the venue?
They still got an hour until the main show.
That's the thing, no, people are in there. It's just that people are running around still doing shit.
Yeah, but the issue is the LIRR is messed up right now, which is for it's the Long Island Railroad.
Oh yeah,
there's a thing going on right now where it's running late. So I don't know if people are stuck on the train right now.
I was gonna say because sometimes venues are just bad with getting people in the venue itself on a timely fashion, but that probably affects.
Yeah, is that and I've been to both this year. The difference between WWE and AEW fans get all their shit done before the show, so you can sit there and enjoy the show. WWE fans don't give a fuck. They get up all 3 hours of the show. So
there's always going to be there's always going to be something,
Yeah.
What's the next match? TV or whatever the fuck, Mercedes versus Stephanie Vecchia, Total versus Total.
2 belts,
Monet. 2 belts, Monet.
2 belts, Monet.
CEO.
Tony Storm versus Mina.
Ooh.
Is this a title match? Is it a title match?
Yes.
Tony's winning. Yeah, Tony's winning.
And Mariah.
I don't know.
You know what I found where I do. Tony spoke about the possibility of Mina winning unprompted multiple times this week.
She probably just wants to. She just doesn't want it to be.
Yeah, I know she's probably just selling the match and stuff, but I don't know. It's just like it's been weird. Bryan Danielson versus Shingo. Brian.
Brian. Yeah.
Zach versus Orange. Or is Zach?
I'm going with CSJ, bro. If I had to bet my rent on it, I'd say Orange Cassidy. But I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to speak CSJ winning this match.
I think he wins, man. He's telling this like Orange is like self-destructing, isn't he? He's like,
bro, like what is gained by Orange Cassidy winning this match?
Nothing, bro. You just make Lucha Japan look like little bros.
I think he's losing, man. I think Zach's winning. it. TNT Championship match. We've already spoke about that ladder match. Jack Perry, but I don't know if Ricochet shows up. I think maybe. The Elite versus Tanner and the Acclaimed.
The Elite.
Yeah, the Elite, obviously winning that. And MJF Hechicero. It's such a fucking weird match, bro. Right?
It's gonna be. Oh my god, Christelle.
Christelle ain't looking godly. This is a star, bro.
Oh my god.
That's a good woman right there. A great woman.
I'm about to go on mute.
Why you gotta make it weird, bro?
Let's hear him out.
Ayo is also a straight man that appreciates beautiful women. And when she comes on screen, Ayo's like, oh my god, Chris Statlander, that is a star. People have to make it weird, bro.
Hey.
Yo, they're gonna like. I don't think you understand. Like, people clip you.
Yo, Momo's like doing like a Zoomy cosplay right now.
Human resources.
Anyway, MJF Hechicero.
That match is gonna be so funny.
I think MJF is winning
in the worst ways.
Hey, yo, can you imagine Max does a 619 and be like, "Haha, Lucha."
Did he tell you that's what he's gonna do, bro?
Anyway, Samoa Joe, Hulk, Shibata versus Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Jeff Cobb.
Samoa Joe.
LRJ versus Mystico Lucha Bros.
I think Mystico gets the win.
Oh, Mystico's team, yeah, because Mystico doesn't job.
Mariah May versus
Mariah
May versus Saraya.
Mariah May.
Yeah, Mariah May. That's an Owen match.
The Fatal 4-Way tag has just happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know the result of that. Won't spoil it for people who haven't seen it, I guess. And then the women's tag match, which is literally the bells just rang. Willow and Tam versus Chris and Momo Watanabe. So
I think. Oh no, it's gonna be Willow and Tam, bro. Because Momo's Momo loses every match that she's in, and Tam already lost to Willow, so she's gonna come back and get a win in AEW, even if it's not against Willow. So.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Well, all right,
man. All right. So enjoy the show, people. Ibu will be fined for his actions on this podcast.
Yeah, he's not getting away with this.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You did. You did.
I did nothing wrong.
But we'll be back tomorrow with Worldwide.
Yes.
Episode 1 of the new era of Ibu's booking. Hopefully it's hopefully it goes good. It's SmackDown got a new writer last week, and they had their best show of the year. Maybe WrestlePurists Worldwide can do the same with Ibu. Ibu with booking. Ibu with the pen. He signed a big new talent, Anna.
We're gonna cover Mid-South. We're gonna cover Mid-South.
I am expecting you to send me at least like 1 or 2 talking points, or not just leave it to me every week. No, if you want the pen, you gotta write with it, bro.
Oh, we out here. I got you.
All right, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. See what you're saying.
All right.
Everyone enjoy the show. I don't know. We're all gonna be live tweeting it and shit. DM us, talk about the show, whatever the fuck. Yeah. And we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate you guys for watching. Yeah, man. Peace.